8:37. We've been out here since about, I'd say 06. So 2.5 hours, and we've walked 3.5 miles. I've been calling and glassing and listening and haven't heard anything. Hadn't seen anything, hadn't heard anything, but still pretty early. And this is gonna be the last weekend we have to hunt. So we're gonna spend as much time out here as we can. We're gonna head over to a spot that they call the mountain here on this ranch. Pretty big pasture. It's got some elevation change. I think it goes up to about 1,300 feet. And then of course goes down, and then there's a creek at the bottom of the ridge, and then on the other side of the ridge there's a bunch of pasture. So I bet these turkey will probably be out in that pasture strutting around, out trying to dry off and get some of this sun. Weather's perfect, pressure's perfect, so hopefully we have some luck here. But we will keep y'all updated, and we'll see y'all in a minute. Wait. Grab my hand. I can pull you all the way out there.
Okay.
Well, it's now 12:08, a little after 12. So another 4 hours and 4 miles, not 3. Another 4 miles. Again, no noise, no sightings, no gobbles, nothing. Keep striking out. But we're gonna go back to the house and get something to eat and get off our feet for a little bit. Get a little bit of rest. We'll be back out here this afternoon. Still, weather's great. Should be seeing something, but we're not. But I guess we'll see y'all this afternoon.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Seriously, kill. This is the turkey we killed.
It's about the closest we're gonna get to.
Oh, that's right.
Doesn't it smell good? Doesn't have smell vision in it.
Huh? I was telling you that.
Sure. What you doing? You have to get over your stage fright. first time.
Get away.
All right, it's almost 3. We're gonna head back. We had lunch and a nap. So we're gonna go back out to the spot where we saw the Jake at yesterday afternoon when we got out here. And hopefully we see some more turkeys out there, hopefully a gobbler. Haven't had any luck, but it is 77 degrees, no wind. The wind's died down quite a bit, so hopefully we can call something up. We're gonna set out in a field and set up a decoy and try to do some calling for a little bit, not walk so much this time. So we'll see what we can get done, and we'll keep y'all updated. Is he for real right now? All right, so it's 8:35. I've been going all day and just now finally got something to gobble. We got him to gobble with about, 30 minutes left of daylight, and we booked it a mile and a half pretty quick to try to catch up to him. When we finally got within, I'd say 300 or 400 yards of him, I think there was probably about 3 of them. 3 of them gobbling, but I think they were already roosted. So we're gonna be out here first thing in the morning. They might be on the adjoining property, so I'm not real sure if it's part of this ranch that we're hunting, but we're gonna get as close as we can to the property line and see if we can't pull them over first thing in the morning. So we'll be up bright and early and be back out here and try to hit them as they come off the roost. So we'll see y'all again in the morning. So we just sat down at that spot we were discussing last night in the truck. They're fired up. We're set up. We got a decoy about 30 yards from us. They're already gobbling like crazy. Megan's set up over here. I don't know if you can see her there. She is. So we're ready to go. But they're coming in. They're fired up. So we'll see what we can do. Well, y'all, we screwed up. I guess I screwed up. We were covered up in turkeys all morning long. 3 or 4 different gobblers within 100, 150 yards of us for, God, 4 or 5 hours straight. Kept gobbling, kept calling to them, had a decoy out. Couldn't get them to come across the property line. I don't know if it was the mesh wire fence that they just couldn't cross or what it was, but we moved a few times to try to stay with them and coax them to coming across. And we got one finally to come pretty close, and I made the decision to not be patient and let him come over and find us. But it sounded like he was moving away from us, so I tried to make a move and cut him off. And as soon as I did that, about, I'd say 50 yards from the tree we walked out of. We ran right into him, and I'm not sure what happened, but I tried to get down as quick as possible and try to put Megan in a spot where she could kill him, and kept calling to him and didn't really hear back from him. So I'm sure he saw us because he was 50 yards from us. So we screwed that one up, and it's something I'm always telling myself, to stay patient, but I knew it was our last day and wanted to get Megan a turkey, so I got impatient and I paid the price. So if you take anything out of this, be patient, especially if they're gobbling back at you and they're within a decent distance. Stay patient. Sooner or later, one will probably come. But overall, we had a good time. Saw a lot of stuff. Saw pigs, saw deer, finally saw some turkey. Megan found her shed. Yeah. And I found a new friend, the lizard, Leo the lizard. But we'll be at them next year, I guess. One more real quick thing I wanted to say that I forgot to say is that turkey that we busted, or that busted us, what we think he did is he was walking that mesh wire fence just kind of up and down trying to find somewhere to come across. And when I thought he was going away from us, I think he went down to a spot that he was actually able to cross. Either he went over it in a hole or went underneath that fence. And as soon as he went underneath that fence, he came through like a little draw and was coming right at us. So I think that's what he did. Instead of him actually going away from us, I think he found a hole in the fence or went underneath it and was actually coming to our calls. So again, made that mistake and didn't stay patient. But I just wanted to throw that in there.